हेलो एंड वेलकम टू द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर ऑफ ऑडिट एंड इंश्योरेंस विद यूसरा खान। आज हम करने जा रहे हैं प्रैक्टिस अबाउट द रिपोर्टिंग एरिया और मॉड्यूल ऑफ द ऑडिट सिलेबस, जिसमें हमने देखा था कि कैसे एक ऑडिटर अपना ओपिनियन डेवलप करता है। और मैंने तब आपको बताया था कि क्या प्रोसेस होता है ऑफ डेवलपिंग एन आंसर फॉर सच एन एरिया। सो आज हम उस पर बात करने जा रहे हैं। वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट चेस्टनट एंड को. You are the audit manager of Chestnut and Co. and are reviewing the key issues identified in the files of two audit clients. अच्छा, इसमें हमारे पास दो audit clients हैं. Palm Industries Co. Palm's year end was 31st March 2015 and the draft financial statements show revenue of 28.2 million, receivable of 5.6 million and profit before tax of 4.8 billion. ठीक है. The fieldwork stage for this audit has been completed. A customer of Palm owed an amount of 350,000 at the year, and the testing of receivables in April highlighted that no amounts have been paid to Palm from this customer as they were disputing the quality of certain goods received from Palm. The finance director is confident the issue will be resolved and no allowance for receivable has been made with this regards. So सबसे पहले तो जब भी बात करते हो आप क्वेश्चन पढ़ लेते हैं. डिस्कस द इशू इंक्लूडिंग एन असेसमेंट ऑफ वेदर इट इज़ मटीरियल. तो सबसे पहले आप मटीरियलिटी कैलकुलेट कर लो कि आपके पास जो रिसीवेबल है वो 350,000 का है और आपके टोटल रिसीवेबल्स 5.6 मिलियन के हैं. यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज़ PBT. तो आप दोनों के साथ कैलकुलेट करते हुए मटीरियलिटी निकालोगे. व्हाट यू वुड डू इज़ यू वुड डिवाइड 350 विद 5600 एंड सिमिलरली 350 को डिवाइड कर दोगे 4800 से. ठीक है. 4.8 इंटू 1 मिलियन. ठीक है. तो आप इसको डिवाइड कर दोगे तो इस तरह आपके पास मटीरियलिटी आ जाएगी. आपने मटीरियलिटी बताई और फिर आपने बताया सिंस द कस्टमर इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द अमाउंट we need to have a discussion with the management that we need to provide for this provision for doubtful debt create करनी. We need to create a provision for doubtful debt as per the IFRS standards, and if not doing so the receivable would be overstated, profits would be overstated and expenses would be understated. We need to have a discussion for the basis that they have for saying that the balance would be recovered and the issue would be resolved. इसी तरह फिर कह रहा है recommend one procedure that the audit team should undertake to try to resolve this issue. So you need to have a discussion with the management or check the correspondence with the client in order to see whether the management's claim that this would be recovered is true or not. You need to have a discussion with the management, see minutes of the board meeting and see what the board of directors think whether this issue would be resolved and the full amount would be recovered or not. Describe the impact on the audit report if this issue remains unresolved. तो अगर हम इसकी मटीरियलिटी आपने याद रखना है कि ऑडिट जो रिपोर्ट है उस पर जब भी आपने इम्पैक्ट बताना है तो आपने मटीरियलिटी को देखते हुए उसके ऊपर इम्पैक्ट बताना है. तो अगर मैं उसकी मटीरियलिटी देख लूँ तो ये आ रही है अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 7.3% of PBT. So therefore it is material. If the issue is not resolved by the management, then a qualified except for opinion would be given. These are the points that you need to write. Okay, then a qualified except for opinion would be given, which would state that all balances other than the receivable balance to present a true and fair view of the management of the financial position and performance of the company. The opinion paragraph would be followed by the basis of qualified opinion paragraph, which would explain the nature, amount, IFRS standard and basically the treatment of the issue or the misstatement. आप इसको ऐसे ही लिखोगे कि basis what the basis for opinion paragraph would explain, and then finally you would say the headings for the opinion and the basis for opinion paragraph would be changed to qualified opinion and basis for qualified opinion. तो अगर आप इतना भी लिख देते हो तो आपको पेपर में full marks मिलेंगे. There are 5 marks for this part for the explanation and everything alike. तो सब कुछ आप करके you would get 5 marks for sure. So you need to remember that how you are attempting it. सबसे पहले अगर आपको कोई भी रिपोर्ट का क्वेश्चन आता है तो मटीरियलिटी बताओ, उसमें करेक्ट अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट बताओ, फिर उसमें बताओ अंडरस्टेटमेंट ओवरस्टेटमेंट बताओ, फिर बताओ ओपिनियन क्या दोगे, करेक्ट ओपिनियन क्या होना चाहिए, और फिर बेसिस फॉर ओपिनियन में क्या एक्सप्लेन होगा, और फिर हेडिंग्स की बात कर लो. सो दिस इज मोर देन इनफ फॉर यू टू गेट अ फुल मार्क इन द एग्जाम व्हेन यू गेट रिपोर्ट क्वेश्चन. सो यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस क्राइटेरिया कि इस बेसिस पे आप इसको आंसर कर रहे होगे. Next we have is Ash is a new client of Chestnut Co and its year end was 31st January and the firm was only appointed auditors in February 2015 as the previous auditors were suddenly unable to undertake the audit. The fieldwork stage for the audit is ongoing. The inventory count at Ash Warehouse was undertaken on 31st January 2015 and was overseen by the company's internal audit department. Neither Chestnut Co nor the previous auditors attended the count. Detailed inventory records were maintained, but it is not possible to undertake another full inventory count subsequent to the year end. The draft financial statement show a profit before tax of 2.4 million, revenue of 10.1 million, and inventory of 10,000. So basically you have not been part of the inventory count, which is basically a requirement for you to be a part of. आप सैम्पल काउंट कर सकते हो इस सिनेरियो में if you were not part of the full count, and you can explain these factors in other matter paragraph as well. So basically जब आप उसको explain करोगे that the issue is that you were not part of the inventory count, which is a limitation of the scope of the audit work. आप इन्वेंट्री की मटीरियलिटी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो ऑब्वियसली, बिकॉज दैट हैज़ बीन आस्क्ड फॉर. द 510 को आप डिवाइड कर दोगे विद पीपीटी से भी कर सकते हो आप 2.4 मिलियन से, और आप इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो दैट व्हाट इज़ द मटीरियलिटी, एंड देन यू कैन मेंशन प्रोसीजर्स बिकॉज ही हैज़ आस्क्ड फॉर वन प्रोसीजर. तो आप सैम्पल काउंट कर सकते हो. आप इंटरनल ऑडिट डॉक्यूमेंटेशन जो प्रिपेयर हुई थी ड्यूरिंग द फुल काउंट्स उसको चेक कर सकते हो. यू कैन कंडक्ट अ सैम्पल काउंट एंड वेरीफाइड विद द records and see whether it is appropriate or not. और इसके अलावा अगर if this issue is not resolved, then that means that you would be giving a qualified opinion due to the limitation of scope and the availability of sufficient appropriate evidence with regards to the inventory, because this is a material area. तो इसके ऊपर impact आएगा और वही आपका opinion जो है वो qualified opinion हो जाएगा, और basis for qualified opinion में आप explain कर दोगे the nature, amount and the implication of the limitation of scope on the audit's work. So that is how you would attempt a review and reporting question. ये reporting question separately very rarely test हो रहा है in the current time, and it has made part of other areas. जैसे substandard procedures में वो जो issues होते हैं उसमें कह देता है कि बताओ report में क्या impact होगा if they are not resolved, और audit risk के questions में कह देता है, but it is still something that can be tested in exam for 5 to 10 marks. So you need to be able to answer those questions appropriately. और बहुत easy, बहुत simple है. I suggest you do the practice questions and I'll see you in the next video.